Hey guys, so I made a tweet recently in which I posted some very high resolution, super complex DMT hyperspace AI generated replications and said that I figured out a pretty consistent and easy technique for generating them. I'll show some off now, 1 second. Okay, so as you can see, they are super high res and they look great. They're some of the best hyperspace replications that I personally have ever seen, especially this one. I'm a big fan of this one. And while this thing focuses on architecture, or at least my tweet did, you can use this to generate many different aspects of high-level psychedelic states. You can use this to generate entities, architecture, geometry in general, different rooms, anything you can think of, really. So these are the examples, and I'll just show you how I did it. This video is completely unscripted. So I have this prompt here, and first of all, you are going to want to go into your Midjourney settings, probably, and make sure that you are set to Midjourney model version 5, because for whatever reason, that is the best version of Midjourney for generating psychedelic art. The newer versions are technically more sophisticated, but they just don't capture the vibes. I don't know. So here's my prompt. I'm not going to read out the whole thing, but I'll put it in the description below. The main two words you want to focus on are this. So I have the word cute here, and I have the word structure. The word cute is typically there for when you're trying to generate entities. If you don't include the word cute, the entities will typically end up looking unnecessarily evil and scary. So cute tends to offset that. With something more non-human or non-anthropomorphic, it's not really a factor. So you can swap this word out for all sorts of different things. You can say pattern, eyeball, Pokemon, goddess, whatever. We're focusing on architecture today, I guess, since I've been enjoying that lately. So I'm just going to keep it as structure. It's a pretty good non-specific word. The rest of the prompt I typically don't modify. Let's hit enter. While I'm waiting, I'll show you a few things I've generated with this. So you've seen this one. Here's an entity. I really like this one. It's nice. It's nice. It's a good jester. And here we have it. Okay, so do I want to go with any of these? I guess I could try. No, I'm gonna re-roll this. It often takes several re-rolls. Okay, and upon further consideration, I am going to go for image 4 in the original one. So we'll upscale that. Very nice. We will save it. Just put it in my downloads. Then we are going to want to head over to Magnific and upload the image. Okay, pretty nice. I set the scale factor to 2. I always set it to 3D renders, and then I'm going to write out a prompt. The prompt on Magnific is less important, and I change it a lot more than the prompt on Discord. The prompt on Discord is pretty well honed in at this point. By Discord, I mean Midjourney. I'm going to say a complex, intricate, interdimensional, hyperspace structure comprised of complex, interlocking, ancient patterns. I'm going to set the creativity to 5, the HDR or detail increase to solid 8, the resemblance up to 3, set the practicality all the way down, and hit upscale. Okay, that's pretty nice. Let's zoom in. Well, it's very high res. So when I get to this point, what I'm typically looking for are visual glitches. You often get this thing in Magnific when you're upscaling stuff, especially if you don't have the practicality all the way down, where you will see weird opacity overlaid smudges and sections that don't quite blend nicely into each other. But this one seems to be going pretty well, which probably means that we can increase the practicality. So I'm going to set the practicality to 0 and run it again. Wait, actually something that I have noticed is that this isn't very colorful, which hyperspace stuff tends to be. So I'm just going to run it again with a different prompt. Complex, intricate, interdimensional, colorful hyperspace structure comprised of complex interlocking ancient patterns. Nice. I typically avoid the word psychedelic in Magnific because I find it tends to make it look more like psychedelic art in a bad way. So it'll make it look more like tie-dye stuff or paisley, and while that stuff is psychedelic, it's not the look that I am personally going for. That's nice. I think I can probably up the detail and the creativity. So if you do get to a point where you are struggling to not have visual errors, I'm trying to see if I can spot any. Okay, here's one. If I zoom in a little bit, put my mouse in, it's incredibly nitpicky. But you can see there's a little incoherence here. The opacity is a bit weird around here. And it doesn't look intentional. It doesn't look like something an artist would have done because it's just an AI messing up. So assuming that's still here, yeah, you can see it a little around here. To fix that problem, I will download the image. Wait, I will not download the image. I will reuse the final image by clicking on this little refresh symbol. Then I'm going to bring all the settings down. So I'll put the creativity on 2 and the HDR on 3. And I will simply run it through again. It's going to take longer this time because you're upscaling a doubled image twice, and each generation takes longer depending on the pixel size of the output image, it seems. But after I've done this, it should remove the vast majority of incoherency and just make everything look a little crisper and a little clearer. So you can see the difference there. I'll download the image. Open it in a new tab. And zoom in. Yep, pretty nice. So with very little effort, I just use AI to generate a very nice hyperspace replication. I'm not trying to make art here. Definitely don't want to sell NFTs, not really a big fan of them. I'm just trying to replicate the psychedelic experience using artificial intelligence. It's much more of a phenomenological or a scientific endeavor than an artistic one for me personally. And yeah, I think these are pretty neat. We head on over to my page. You can see all sorts of things here. So we've got different entities, different architecture. Didn't I already show this off? I don't know, I'm kind of out of it. Whatever, but yep, that's how you do it. I guess I'll just try and edit this thing down now.